Hello, boys and girls and boys, anything in between and outside of that. We're here at Union Station for episode 2 of the Few Questions podcast. And you might be thinking to yourself, Damon, why are you doing 2 podcasts in a row? I thought it was just going to be filler weeks. Well, we meant to go to the Renaissance Fair and film, but we forgot the SD card and it got rained out. I have this clip here. If it doesn't hit, it's because he fixed it.
Yeah, he fixed.
All right, go.
You know, brother.
But this episode's very special. This episode's, they say if you do it once, it could be a mistake. If you do it twice, I think my sister was a mistake too. I was a mistake, my sister was a mistake, we're all mistakes, right? But this one, we're going to be having sober cigarettes and ranting about LeBron James. Now, you might be wondering, just so you guys know, this is a fresh pack of cigarettes. Never had a sober cigarette in my life. Have I taken a hit a couple times at a party when I was drunk? Possibly. Am I sweating very profusively right now? Possibly. Is my inhaler in my left pocket primed up for whenever I might go into an asthma attack after smoking this cigarette? Yes. Well, you know what they say, you have to wake up that yancer. Oh yeah, these are those lucky strikes too, so they're, oh yeah. It's gone. I'm sorry, Mom. Smooth. Smooth. Very smooth. But LeBron James. LeBron Ramon James Jr. I don't know if he's a junior. You're the GOAT, brother. When are we going to come to facts that LeBron James is... All right. LeBron is 40 years old. There's a lot of 40-year-olds in the world that can't remember the last time that they ran full speed. And he's the best player in the league now. Whenever America is struggling, who do they go to? And I'm scared that we're not going to... Do you have water? I'm scared that we're not going to take him for granted until he's gone. And I think that's very, very sad. I think we need to appreciate what we have. That was enough for the Sober Cigs segment. Let's try to get our first visitor. Excuse me, sir. Can I interest you in being in a podcast? Awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up, man? My name is Damon.
Alexander, nice
to meet you, Alexander.
I like those cigarettes. They're my favorite.
Do you want some?
Do you want to smoke one with me?
Yeah, I'll smoke one with you. I just had my first sober cigarette.
Sober cigarette?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Hopefully,
Good step.
Here, I'll let you get your own.
What's your podcast about?
Called the Few Questions podcast, where we just go around asking people a few questions. And this one, we started it off with smoking a sober cigarette for the first time and ranting about LeBron James.
Oh, wow.
Are you a big basketball fan, or what's
Not
up?
Not at all. No,
So
not big at sports.
What are you a fan of?
I like reading. I like
I can tell.
Magic the Gathering.
Okay, yeah.
D&D.
Okay. Yeah.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, that's sick too. Yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, what's your hot take in life?
My hot take. I think mermaids exist, and I think they went through a standard of evolution that is coexistent with human evolution.
Oh shit.
Called the aquatic ape theory.
Oh shit. I've never heard of this.
Oh, the aquatic ape theory. There's a documentary about it a little while ago, but it's very interesting. It's that humans had to go through a certain evolution through water in order to be what we are today. For example, our hands are webbed.
Yeah.
Partially.
Oh, yeah.
If you never do this, but if you throw a human baby in water, it instinctively knows to hold its breath. Our spines are more flexible than any other primate that exists.
Because possibly due to the fact of having to be fluid.
How you would swim,
Yeah.
as an aquatic mammal, The same concept. Why do whales have pelvises? Or, I mean, and we know that
I didn't know that.
orcas came from a North European wolf species.
I didn't know that.
It's interesting.
Yeah, no, I need to look into that. So do you think they would be half? Which half is what, you know?
Oh, I mean, it would probably come from 500,000 years ago. I mean, before Gigantopithecus, before the invention or the creation of
I'm saying,
myth
like,
of Lucy.
If with mermaids, right? Like, do you think it's just like half their body's human, half, or is it seems like a...
No, I think there'd be similarities. You know, of course, like we have similarities with like orangutans or chimpanzees, something like the same concept, but through water. So I don't believe in the idea of having like hair on their heads.
Oh, okay.
Or having, looking beautiful. I think they'd have like a more conical shaped head, almost
For aerodynamic.
In order to exist in pressure and hold their breath for much longer. And it's up to debate whether or not they have lungs or not.
Theoretically, hypothetically speaking, if you were to get with a mermaid, would you rather her have a human top half or a fish top half and then the reverse on the bottom?
And the question is, would you like to get with an orca? Because I would not like to do either.
All right, hell yeah. Well, hell yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah. Do you want this?
No.
You don't want this?
No, I quit smoking a while ago.
Oh, shit. That make you relapse?
No. I have a vape. I smoke every now and then.
Okay, for sure. Hell yeah.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
So it looks like we get to do our homework on, what is it called? Aquatic ape theory? Damn it. You just caused me to have another rabbit hole, man. We had to kind of move into the shade due to the fact of the camera overheated and it was just hot as fuck. Try to get our next... Hey, excuse me, would any of you guys want to be in a podcast? You can spread the word. Okay. Yeah, of course. Well, all right. Hey, excuse me, do any of you beautiful people want to be in a podcast? I'm only going to ask you a few questions. All right. We got a tough crowd today. But more on LeBron. How could you not love him? All-time leading scorer of all time. And right now, does my mouth taste like a chicken coop due to that cigarette? A little bit. My lungs are fried. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, though. Maybe I kind of like it. Maybe that's the worst thing that could have happened out of this podcast, is I figured out I like cigarettes. I don't like cigarettes. Maybe. Hey, do you want to be in a podcast?
Depends what kind of podcast.
We're just going to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
It's just called the Few Questions Podcast, where we ask random people a few questions.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sit down if you want. What's your name?
My name is Julian.
Julian. I'm Damon.
Nice to meet you.
Hell yeah, nice to meet you as well. Have you listened to Dave Blunt's?
I'm afraid not, no.
He's a rapper and he hates this guy named Julian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like he always just like throws, like, I'm not saying this to you,
Yeah.
but he always throws in his song "Fuck Julian."
Oh, no, I haven't heard that.
Okay, yeah. Well, awesome. So, what's on your mind, man?
Just wandering around Denver. It's my first time here.
Yeah, where are you from?
Atlanta.
Oh, the A. What brought you down to Denver or up to Denver?
Yeah. My boyfriend is going to SIGGRAPH, and I just tagged along.
What?
Oh, it's like an animation and VFX conference.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, so how do you like it so far compared to Atlanta? Probably not as humid, huh?
Yeah, no, the dry heat is really nice. Denver's really nice. I'm all about like walkable neighborhoods, and I think Denver has some really nice walkable like shopping areas and some cool like public art. I loved all the murals. Yeah.
It's probably a little more walkable than Atlanta, huh?
I think Denver has done a better job with walkable shopping areas being like within walking distance of each other. I think Atlanta has sort of little hubs that are not super well connected to each other.
Yeah. Or welcoming either, because they got some hoods out there.
Yeah.
Shout out Zone 6. I'm not from there. I don't know why I shouted it out, but...
Yeah, definitely. No, Atlanta is like both huge and sprawling and definitely has a lot of underserved areas.
Hell yeah. So what's your hot take in life?
I mean, I think environmentalism is probably my issue.
Like you have an issue with the environment or like how we
no.
treat... Yeah, I was going to say, is that your hot take, that we should be harsher on the environment?
No, not at all. I think my hot take is like private cars should be a lot more regulated. Like I think things would be a lot better if people were taking more trains and buses and more active transportation.
Yeah, that's how I get around mainly, is trains. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. In Denver?
Yeah, I take the E-line all the time through Union Station, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm living in Atlanta without a car.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking MARTA and biking everywhere.
Oh, yeah. So,
Not really a hot take. Just
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it's cool. And then, so we always ask people if you could sing our jingle. It goes, a few questions podcast, where we ask a few questions.
You say it one more time.
A few questions podcast, where we ask a few questions. Let's look into the camera.
A few questions podcast, where we ask a few questions.
Done it. Hell yeah. Appreciate your time.
All right.
Yeah, hope you have a great stay.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Can we put you in a podcast? No, you don't want to be in a podcast? Hey, excuse me, sir. Do you want to be in a podcast?
No, thanks, sir.
You sure?
Yeah.
Said, you sure? You sure about that? I don't know. Do you guys watch I Think You Should Leave by Tim Robinson? Me and all my friends quote it just in regular life. Hey, man, do you want to be in a podcast? Sure. Do you? We're just going to ask you a few questions about life. Okay. And I'm not going to lie. Union Station is a little more tougher than our last venue. Maybe it's due to the fact that everybody was going to that convention and people here are trying to get somewhere else. And it's hot. But then we also are in shade. I mean, I can see how that's cool. Get it? And another topic I wanted to talk about. Public pools, right? Who was the first person that came up with something such as a public pool? That's something I kind of want to know. And how did he convince other people to say, hey, yeah, let's all get into this pool all the time. We don't know what's going on in everybody's life. You know, they might never shower. You know, Europeans, they don't use deodorant. I don't think I'm musty. I'm legitimately musty right now. Okay, yeah, even public bath housing. Who was like, yeah, we should all take baths together. That's crazy. Hey, sir, do you want to be in a podcast where we ask you a few questions? You look tempted. You got like 5 minutes.
No, I don't.
Hey, excuse me. Do any of you beautiful people want to be in a podcast?
Yeah, so we were offered...
They didn't even look at me. Yeah.
Well, what's your podcast?
A Few Questions podcast.
Two questions? All right.
Yeah. How's it going? My name's Damon.
John.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
John.
to meet you, Damon.
So, I'm actually glad you came over here because go peek over there where they're fencing. We got 2 little children right now fencing.
Yeah.
That's sick.
We fencing across America because the Olympics right now.
Yeah, so what made you start this?
Star Wars.
Dead serious?
So I was 5.
Okay.
I loved Star Wars, and my kindergarten best friend had already started fencing because both of his parents fenced at Princeton, and they like dragged me along one day, and I was like, I love lightsabers.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I started fencing, and
So-
now I run a fencing gym.
So how is that life of like running a fencing gym and training Are you out of Denver?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah. So I run the Denver Fencing Center. Come by, come fence.
Is that how they could look it up?
Denver Fencing Center. It's so much fun. I get to coach little kids to stab each other. And then one of my coworkers going to the Paralympics in 6 weeks, so I got to go to Sao Paulo to coach her.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's a great time. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah. So what do you think fencing teaches you that not a lot of other sports can?
No, I think most sports teach you really similar stuff, like a lot of discipline, self-control, managing emotions under pressure.
That's a big one, yeah.
Yeah, but fencing in particular has this like combat mindset, you know.
What's your hot take in life?
My hot take, I think that is this a hot take? Most of the world's problems would be solved with more empathy. Is that a hot take?
I don't think it is.
I
No.
think just like more focus on socialization and emotional learning at a young age would resolve most problems. Like it should be a priority for society.
Especially in a culture that says "I" way too much, right?
Yeah, fully agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a hot take, but that's a belief that I have very strongly.
We've been having a lot of lukewarm takes about how to fix the. A couple people before you
My
were
bad.
like, no. A couple people before you were like, yeah, fixing the earth. Let's just care more about each other. I'm like, damn. I guess everyone's kind of thinking the same thing in that regard.
That's a good sign, though,
Yeah,
right? I mean, that's what we want.
We're turning a corner.
At least the few of us who answered that way.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, last request, could you sing our jingle? It goes,
What's your jingle?
a few questions podcast where we ask a few questions. Done it.
Do I need to sing it or just say it?
A little bit of both.
Okay. A few questions podcast where we ask a few questions. Done it.
Hell yeah, let's go fence.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fence a cop. I feel like John Snow before Battle of the Bastards.
Right next to Also, you know, I'm a national silver medalist, so if you get your ass handed to you. All right.
How much money y'all got on me right now?
right, on guard.
All right.
I'm going to say on guard, ready, set, you go on fence. What do you not go on?
Ready and on guard.
Perfect. Or any other word.
Or any other word that you want.
All right, on guard.
Oh, we're going to fun.
One to time. On guard. Ready, set. Oh! That's left. On guard. Ready, set. Oh! That's left.
Is that close? Kind of. Almost.
On guard.
Do I seem like a natural or what's up?
You're actually doing better than most people. On guard. Ready, set.
I just ripped my pants.
Oh! That's left.
Almost. That was really
Oh, you
close.
did! You did actually rip your pants.
I ripped my shorts. All right.
It's worth it, don't worry. On guard. Ready, set.
Oh, nice one. You got one. Good job.
More than I do. On guard. Ready, set. We're gonna get you guys started. You have time?
All right. Well, I sweated way harder than I was supposed to. Shout out Denver Fencing Center. That was a podcast
Y'all are
episode.
more than welcome to come try fencing.
I just tore my shorts. He thinks I'm lame. That's crazy. But till next week.